Welcome to our deep dive on maximizing your money using a clear, prioritized system. Today, we will replace guessing with a simple financial flow that helps you capture compounding and stay liquid when it matters. First, we will outline the plan, then we will walk through each step with examples, and finally, we will test your understanding with a couple of quick quizzes. Here is the roadmap for this session. We will first explain why prioritizing beats doing everything at once. Next, we will walk through the financial flowchart. Then, we will dive into each step with practical numbers. After that, we will weigh liquidity against deferral. Then, we will give you a Quickstart plan. Finally, we will check your understanding with quizzes. Before we begin, a quick disclaimer. This content is educational and not financial, tax, or legal advice. Your personal circumstances may differ, and laws and limits can change. Please consider consulting a qualified professional before making decisions. With that said, let's move into why a flow matters. Now, let's talk about why a flow matters. A defined sequence removes decision fatigue, keeps you from chasing trends, and ensures capital consistently reaches the highest impact buckets. This mind map shows the contrast. Guessing leads to random investing and split focus, while the flow targets HYSA, then the 401k match, then maxing the IRA, and finally a choice between taxable brokerage and fully maxing the 401k. Next, we will visualize the entire flow as a step-by-step chart. Here is the flow in a simple decision tree. First, check whether your high-yield savings account covers 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. If not, prioritize contributions to that account until you reach your target. Next, confirm you are capturing your employer's full 401k match. Contribute enough to get the full match. After that, maximize your IRA based on your income and tax situation. Finally, decide between building liquidity in a taxable brokerage account or increasing 401k contributions beyond the match-up to the IRS limit. This framework ensures capital goes where it produces the most benefit at each stage. Now let's break down each step. This dedicated diagram section will render a clear flow that begins with the HYSA check, proceeds to the 401k match, then the IRA, and finally a branch based on liquidity needs. A reassessment loop emphasizes that this process repeats as your circumstances evolve. Next, we will detail step 1, security first. First, build security. Determine your essential monthly expenses and multiply by 3 to 6 months to set your emergency fund target. Keep this in a high-yield savings account for both safety and immediate access. While you are below this target, pause other investing except for contributing enough to capture your employer's 401k match. Anytime you draw from this fund, prioritize replenishing it to the target amount. With your foundation in place, we can now move on to capturing the match. Next, capture your employer's 401k match by contributing just enough to receive the full amount. This is effectively a guaranteed return and should not be left on the table. If, for example, 8% of your salary captures the match, contribute at that level now. Do not go beyond this amount yet, because the flow prioritizes the IRA next for potential tax efficiency and better investment options. With the match secured, we are ready to maximize the IRA. Now we prioritize the IRA. Choose Roth or traditional, depending on your income, eligibility, and tax outlook. Many investors find IRAs offer lower fees and stronger fund menus than some employer plans. Roth contributions grow tax-free, and withdrawals in retirement are typically tax-free. Traditional contributions may be deductible and grow tax-deferred. Set up automatic monthly contributions to reach the annual limit steadily throughout the year. With the IRA maxed, we arrive at the key decision point about liquidity versus full deferral. At this stage, you choose between building liquidity in a taxable brokerage account or increasing 401k contributions beyond the match. A taxable account offers flexible access for goals within 1 to 5 years, avoids early withdrawal penalties, and can be managed for tax efficiency using broad index funds. This is attractive if you foresee a home purchase or a career transition. On the other hand, maxing the 401k increases tax deferral, potentially reduces current taxable income, and is suitable when your time horizon is long and near-term liquidity needs are minimal. Choose the path that aligns with your next few years of goals. Next, let's turn this into concrete steps you can implement immediately. Here is a practical 7-step plan. First, Compute your monthly essential expenses. Second, set your HYSA target by multiplying essentials by 3 to 6 months, and fill that bucket. Third, confirm your employer's match rules and contribute to receive the full match. Fourth, open and fund an IRA, setting automated contributions to reach the annual maximum. Fifth, reassess whether you have goals within 1 to 5 years and, if so, direct savings to a taxable brokerage account. Sixth, if you have no near-term goals, increase 401k contributions beyond the match toward the IRS limit. Seventh, review quarterly to refill the HYSA if used, rebalance your portfolio, and adjust contributions as your income changes. Next, let's ground this with some numbers. Let's run a simple example. Suppose essential expenses are $3,000 per month, and you choose a 4-month target. That sets a $12,000 HYSA goal. You could divert $1,000 per month to fill it. Simultaneously contribute 8% to capture your full employer match. Next, automate roughly $542 per month to hit the IRA limit of $6,500 by year-end, adjusting for current limits in your region and year. Finally, choose between funding a taxable account for a near-term goal, like a home purchase in 3 years, or increasing 401k contributions beyond the match if liquidity is not needed. Now, let's visualize how the liquidity decision plays out dynamically. This sequence diagram will illustrate the order of checks before allocating additional dollars. Validate HYSA, confirm the match, ensure the IRA is maxed, and then branch based on whether a near-term goal exists. And note we'll highlight early withdrawal penalties from retirement accounts versus the flexibility of taxable accounts. Next, we will show a sample allocation split as a pie chart. This pie chart will present a hypothetical breakdown of monthly contributions once the HYSA is topped up and the IRA is maxed. A small portion remains for HYSA maintenance, a fraction goes to increasing 401k contributions beyond the match, a larger slice funds a taxable brokerage for an upcoming home purchase, and the remaining portion targets other goals or debt. Now it's time to test your understanding. Quiz time. The question is, what is the correct order of the financial flow before deciding between taxable brokerage and fully maxing the 401k? The options are 1. Max IRA, then HYSA, then 401k match. 2. HYSA, then 401k match, then max IRA. 3. 401k match, then taxable, then max IRA. 4. HYSA, then max IRA, then 401k match. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct order is HYSA, then 401k match, then max IRA. Safety first, then free money, then tax-advantaged growth. After that comes the decision between taxable brokerage and fully maxing the 401k. Second quiz. The question is, you expect to buy a home in 3 years, and your HYSA and IRA are already maxed for the year. Where should new dollars go next, according to the high liquidity approach? The options are 1. Increase 401k contributions beyond the match. 2. Put funds into a taxable brokerage account. 3. Stop investing and hold cash only. 4. Direct everything to the HYSA, regardless of target. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is to put funds into a taxable brokerage account. Because your goal is within 1 to 5 years, liquidity is a priority, and taxable accounts allow access without early withdrawal penalties while still capturing market growth potential. Here are the key takeaways. Follow the flow. Build your HYSA to 3 to 6 months. Capture your employer's 401k match. Maximize your IRA. Then, depending on your goals, choose between taxable brokerage for liquidity or fully maxing the 401k for tax deferral. Automate contributions, review quarterly, and replenish the HYSA if you use it. To summarize, prioritize rather than multitask. Build liquidity first. Capture free employer money. Optimize taxes through the IRA, and then choose between liquidity and full deferral based on your goals. Reassess regularly as your circumstances evolve. Finally, let's close out with a quick thank you and a call to action. Thank you for watching. If this was useful, please like, share with someone who needs a simple plan, and subscribe for more. Share your own flow or questions in the comments so we can learn together. See you in the next one.